We have heard several stories about animals saving humans. We have guide dogs, therapy cats, and the list goes on. These animals have gone out of their way to save and help humans. But other animals also think that it is just as important to lend a helping hand, or rather a paw, to their fellow furry friends. Some of these videos might shock you because these animals that by their biological nature should be enemies, but they have defied the law of nature and even helped save their prey. So stick with us as we check out animals who have saved other animals in their time of need. Just like at the beach, we have lifeguards that help save humans when they go into the water. Well, this dog took it upon himself to save his fellow furry friend who went in to get a stick, but it seemed like the current was too strong. The hero dog used his strong jaw to bite down on the stick and pulled the drowning dog from the water. Seeing this dog in action would most definitely give Superman a run for his money. But sometimes even the animals you least expect to help each other might surprise each other and lend a helping hand, or rather a helping paw, to another animal in trouble. Usually a dog is the last animal a cat would want to get close to. But what happens when two coyotes attack a dog? This cat did not care that cats and dogs should not be friends. When he realized that the two coyotes were attacking the dog, he sprung into action and saved the dog from sudden death. Despite the cat's size, he jumped the two coyotes attacking the dog. It was heartwarming to see that the cat got there just in time, as the dog's neck had already been torn open and was bleeding profusely. There is usually strength in numbers, so that was why these two raccoons had to come together to help their striped-faced buddy get over the fence. It seemed the other raccoon was stuck on the other side of the fence and could not get to the other side. The other two raccoons took it upon themselves to make sure that they got him across. While one raccoon stood on the fence, they let down the other raccoon by holding his leg to enable him to grab onto the stuck raccoon and get him across the fence. And nothing is cuter than watching all three raccoons reuniting. Even the big animals have to watch out for the smaller ones and lend a hand when they need to. And that was what this orangutan decided to do when he saw a baby bird who could not swim in the water. Rather than walk past, this orangutan looked for a nearby leaf and stretched it into the water to allow the baby bird to grab onto it with his beak. But after several attempts, it seemed like this approach was not working, so he decided to try another approach. He stretches his hand into the water and removes the baby bird. He carries it safely to land in his hand and sits with it till he is sure that the baby bird is fine. Now that's hero behavior, but not as great as these hippopotamuses saving the day. This wildebeest would have been croc food if these kind hippopotamuses did not step in to rescue him. The crocodile already grabbed onto the wildebeest with its powerful jaw, but the wildebeest did not want to go down without a fight. He struggled till the crocodile dragged him into the water where the hippopotamuses were. The hippos surrounded the crocodile and he just knew that he stood no chance of defeating them. But the wildebeest was already deep inside the water and could not swim. These brave hippos directed and guided the wildebeest till he was able to get out of the water. Talk about a team effort. Even the king of the jungle can sometimes show compassion for some of his subjects. A lion that is usually the prey became the protector of a baby boar. The boar would have served as lunch or dinner for a lioness and her cubs, but the lion came out of nowhere and scared the lioness away. I mean, who are you to argue with the king of the jungle? Not only did the lion save the baby boar, he also made sure that the baby boar got to safety too. But did you think the lion was the only unlikely foe saving another animal? Even sometimes the most unlikely foes can also be saviors, as a leopard acted as a young deer's knight in shiny armor. He sat close to a young deer, ensuring that a hyena did not get close to the young deer. When it seemed like the hyena was closing in, the leopard carried the deer up a tree to protect the deer from the hyena. It seems unusual that a leopard who is supposed to hunt a young deer turned out to be protecting it from other predators. A cheetah might seem so tough, but he did not look so tough to this group of baboons who swept in to rescue a young antelope from the claws of the cheetah. The cheetah chased the young antelope and eventually caught up to him, but the group of baboons chased after the cheetah and surrounded him, hissing and scaring him off, and they even went as far as chasing the antelope. The baboons even went on to check up on the antelope, who was a little bit injured, but would definitely live to see another day, thanks to the brave baboons. A lion's favorite animal to hunt is a wildebeest, but what happens when a predator saves his prey rather than eat it? The lioness sees a baby wildebeest and the next line of action is usually killing it. But this lioness softened up, and when another lion tried to make the baby wildebeest his lunch, the other lioness stepped up and protected the baby wildebeest like it was her child. I guess her motherly love is not just for her cubs alone. Imagine your house turning upside down with you in it. It sounds really painful, right? Well, you must know how uncomfortable this turtle must have been when it got flipped upside down, but a kind buffalo came to his rescue. With so much gentleness that was surprising for an animal of his size, the buffalo gently used his horns to flip the turtle the right way up, earning an applause and shout of appreciation from onlookers. Sometimes even the most unlikely animal might decide to help another animal. This small puppy fell over into a ditch and could not climb back up because of his size. Then this cat sees the dog, and rather than just passing by, the cat goes into the ditch and picks up the dog with his mouth, carrying him back onto the road. Now that's a real-life hero. Birds are also heroes too, like this bird who could not stand to see the fish out of water fighting for his life, so it did what any compassionate person would do, lend a helping beak. The bird carried the fish in his beak, At first glance, it seemed like the fish was going to be bird food, but instead this bird was looking for deeper waters, and when the bird found deeper waters, he let the fish go without a scratch. Or did he drop his lunch? Either way, this proves that size really doesn't matter much, which is also the case for the next hero animal. Size did not stand in the way of this brave turtle from saving his fellow turtle when he got flipped over. This turtle, more than anyone, must know how uncomfortable the other turtle must have been, so he took it upon itself to save it. At first, it seemed like he would not be able to flip the turtle over because he tried several times, but the brave turtle would not be discouraged, and after one last attempt, he finally got the turtle the right way up. You would not think you would see the day where an otter would help a cat, right? But think again, because it was so heartwarming to see. One of the young kittens had fallen off the bed, and the mommy cat could not get to it. The kitten must have been so scared to have been separated from his mother, but the otter swooped in, lifted the kitten up with its long neck and placed it back with the rest of the family, and it was simply adorable watching the family reunite with each other. This next video is the real definition of a mother's love. This squirrel baby had been captured by a huge python that already wrapped itself around the baby squirrel and had no intention of letting go. But this mother would not give up on her baby. She kept attacking the snake from each side, trying to get it to loosen its grip on the baby squirrel, even going as far as letting the snake capture her. That way the snake released the baby squirrel, and then she herself pried herself from the snake. This brave mama squirrel saved both her and her baby from a very scary predator because she did not give up on her baby. Now that's heroic. All these stories show just how much animals are willing to help their fellow animals in their time of need. And it's heartwarming to see that despite the predator-prey relationship that most of these animals have had with each other, they can still have compassion, set aside this relationship, and lend a helping hand to each other. If you've witnessed an animal save another animal in need before, please do share your story with us in the comments. And I'll see you in the next video.
Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe for new videos. Don't forget to let us know your thoughts in the comments below.